The science of self-talk. Now that you have learned how self-talk works, you should learn about the science behind it. David Sauer, clinical director and psychologist at the Center for Rights and Eating Disorders at the University of Pennsylvania, uses a mirror when dealing with patients. He makes them stand in front of a mirror and coaches them to use neutral and gentle language when evaluating their bodies. For example, a patient should say that his abdomen is big, round, and bigger than he likes it to be, rather than his abdomen is grotesque and disgusting. According to Sauer, his goal is to get rid of the negative terms in the patient's self-talk. He adds that it is not enough for the patients to lose or gain weight. They should also change the way they view their bodies. In 2013, scientists from the Netherlands conducted a study involving women with anorexia. They watched the woman walk through doorways of the laboratory. They noticed that the woman turned sideways ever so slightly and seemed to squeeze themselves into the doorways, even though there were literally lots of space available. This happened because anorexic women had the notion that their bodies are much bigger than they actually are. In a similar study conducted way back in 1911, neurologists Dr. Gordon Morgan Holmes and Dr. Henry Head published a series of studies detailing the connection of the brain and the body. They found that women who often wore large hats with feathers on them would duck whenever they walked through doorways, even though they were not wearing the hats. This happened because in their mind they were wearing the hats, even though they actually weren't. According to Dr. Branch Coslett, a cognitive neuroscientist at the University of Pennsylvania, people have their own internal representation of their bodies. You need this part of yourself in order to understand and learn how much space you take up, as well as to be able to do your tasks properly. Researchers have found that such internal sense is very powerful. Neurologists have done research on motor imagery, which shows that some neurological networks are both used in imagining movement and actually moving. Imagining a movement repeatedly can have a similar effect on your brain as actually doing the movement. So your own self-talk may not be as accurate as your mind makes it out to be. Your mind can play tricks on you and may cause you to have illusions that may not be entirely accurate. This can hinder your life, but it also can improve your life as well. You can use this as an advantage. Later on in this course, I will explain to you what I mean.